Firemen standing by while houses burn and police watching while people drown. A spate of incidents in the United States has sparked concern over what kind of society is becoming. As Guy Chichikan reports, sticking to the rules and fear of litigation appear to be trumping care and compassion.
Gene Kranick's house burned down to ashes as firefighters stood by and just watched. They refused to save Mr. Kranick's home because he hadn't paid a $75 fire fee that the county requires.
I thought they'd come out and put it out, even if you hadn't paid you $75. But I was wrong.
As the house went up in flames, the Kranicks were begging the firefighters to make an exception, saying they were ready to pay whatever it took to put out the blaze. But they were told it was too late.
Things my grandmothers, my great-grandmothers were all there in that house.
Same happened to Vicky Bell from Tennessee. Firefighters stood by and idly watched her trailer home burn because she too hadn't paid the $75 fee.
911 said they were in fact dispatched and that they showed they were on the scene.
In the U.S., fire policy varies from state to state, from county to county. In South Fulton, Tennessee, if you don't pay, you're out of luck.
And anybody that's not inside the city limits of South Fulton, it's a service that we offer. Either they accept it or they don't.
Behind numerous similar incidents lies a problem: rigid local rules versus the responsibility of the government to help its citizens when they're in trouble, or rather versus basic human compassion.
We're really poor in terms of humanity. I mean, when it's $75, that is the more important thing in a situation like this. It just shows you that we've become far too concerned about every single dollar, and also that it just shows it's really kind of it's an all about me. We just don't live in a community anymore. There's no sense of this shared responsibility for the individuals in that community.
In California, police and firemen watched a man drown, saying they didn't have proper certifications for water rescue, which would leave them open to possible lawsuits if they attempted to save him. City officials blamed the incident on budget cuts. So, as the more than an hour-long tragedy unfolded, authorities stood there and did nothing.
This is the part where rules and regulations defy logic.
That was the end result, a body washing up to the shore. So,
what do you think about that?
Well, it's horrible. How can we allow that to happen?
In the U.S. is a very litigious society. We have more lawyers per capita than any other country in the world. And so, when you have to worry, when you're a rescuer and you have to worry about a lawsuit and you cannot rescue a person as a result, that's really a problem. If the firefighters had rescued the man, even saved his life, but somehow maybe broke a rib or hurt him in some other way, they'd stand to be sued in court. And that's just the way our system works.
Even after the surf brought Raymond Zach's body closer to the shore, firefighters refused to get in the water and retrieve the corpse. So they waited until a passerby volunteered to do the job. The logic, you don't get anything unless you pay, makes sense to a lot of Americans. But when you have money and rules on one side of the scale and humanity, the human urge to help, on the other, and money wins, this is when one gets the sense that something is wrong with the way the system works. I'm Guy Chichikan reporting from Washington, RT.